I have one of the most diverse car collections in the country, from cars like this to cars like these. Last year I posted a video showing my entire car collection. Since then I've bought over 20 new cars, including this one. And today I'm going to show you exactly what I've bought. As well as a special surprise, I'm going to be taking delivery of my all-time dream car. And along the way, we're going to be adding up the value of all the cars. In last year's video, my car collection was worth over £3.5 million. But since then, I've bought over 20 cars. Some have been great investments, but some you will see have been bad decisions. Don't tell Jane. Good story this one, an Audi TT. Now my mate gave me this for all the wrong reasons. Let's just say it should never be seen on the road again, and he's asked us strategically change the plates. But look at his seating position. This is seating position.
You look like a 30 driver mush now.
What was he doing back here? You'd have to get a taxi to the indicator store. So this cost us nothing, but the good thing is after we've had our fun, we'll take it to the scrapyard and probably get, I don't know, 250 quid. Good profit in this one. It's a pretty cool car, isn't it? It's like a baby R8.
Got Lamborghini wheels.
Oh, we should have put a silver panel. Next up, the Audi R8. It's now worth 10 grand. I do love a Mini 1.6 Cooper. Now, they are cheap for one reason, because of insurance. A Mini 1, they fetch a load of money because you can insure them. A 1.6 Cooper costs you more money to insure than it costs you to buy. These usually have about 100,000 miles on the clock, and then we give them the best 50 miles of their life. Now, please stop asking for one because they are all scrap. There's no point you having one because it'll cost more money to get these through the MOT than what they're worth, and that's why we buy them so cheap. So we've scrapped some through the year and we bought some more. At the minute we've got 9 times £450 is about 4 grand. That's what they cost us, and that is definitely what they're worth, because they're worth that from any scrapyard. So this is a Ford Sport KA. We bought this earlier in the year for £500 Facebook Marketplace Challenge. Now this was a right find. 101,000 miles from new, one owner. 600 quid. Cost me 500 quid, spent some money, it owes me 600 quid. You could be a proud owner of that. Still got the original match, which apparently is quite rare. But this is the problem with KAs apparently, and if you've got one, you know all about it. So that goes rusty around there. But you can blur that because we're selling it. I'm going to put a full 12 months MOT on it as well. So message me on McCann64 if you want to be the proud owner of that little beauty. So this is a new addition to the channel. It's a Mercedes.
What the hell is that?
That is £500 worth of fun. It's a blue Mercedes. It's a C-Class Mercedes, but the most important thing, it's got a welded diff. It's got active aero. Don't wreck the car. Friend Chancey was taking this to a scrapyard and then he rang me up and said, we have a rear wheel drive for you. So we've welded the diff up, but look at the stuff we've got with it. Look at all this lot.
Is that Jerry McClarkson?
Does look like him, doesn't it?
You really have welded the diff.
Yep. Ready for the field. So this is a 2002 1.8 litre Mazda MX5, the Pocket Rocket. Now if you know anything about your Mazdas, you'll know that 2002 was the best year they ever made them. And yeah, this has got a few issues, but it was 600 quid with 12 months MOT. It's perfect, it runs great, it just isn't watertight in any way, shape or form. There's a slight gap.
Do you reckon water would get in there?
When I went to America in the video from a few weeks ago, I tried to buy a car over there for $1,000 and it does not exist. And here's 600 quid and this could last you years. Great car. Bargain.
As long as you've got a garage, it lasts you years.
Yeah. So with this new addition to the car collection, cost me 600 quid. What's it worth now? Definitely no more than 600 quid. But when this turns into a drift car, it's going to be worth thousands.
Odds on doing a donut.
I'm not doing a donut. There goes 600 quid. We have a competition to win 2 VIP all-access tickets to join me and my team at the upcoming Arena Cross Tour. To enter, please comment below the city which best suits you. You do, however, need to be a subscriber to the channel and we will be checking. Good luck. Land Rover TD5. Lots of my friends have had these, and this is my first, and we bought it for an event which was amazing. The video you can watch after this, it was called the Mud Billy event. So we went down to Devon and we raced this around a field against loads of other people in similar machines. This cost £2,000 and the amount of fun we had was unbelievable. Fantastic day out, and you can buy this. Reese, you want it?
Nope.
Company car?
Oh, okay. Is it free?
Nope. Off-roading, green laning, this is amazing. Lift kit, suspension, raised. Don't know what else to say about it. Blue.
You would want this. But like popular when they're battered up.
Yeah, green laning. Do you know what green laning is?
Is that like dogging?
Ask your mum. So this cost me £2,000. We've had our fun out of it, so if you want it, give me a shout on Mark McCann64 on Instagram. 1,600 quid, first person takes it.
I'll give you 500 quid.
Not a chance. The City EL Mouse Mark 1 diesel, the only one in existence, and as if my car collection couldn't get any stranger. That is a 199cc diesel Yanmar engine. Big thing about this, 608 miles per gallon. It holds the world record. Half a gallon, Birmingham to London. The tank in there will get you from Glasgow to London very, very slowly. Now, I think we can do something really cool with this on the video, but I can't think what to do. So drop a comment below if you can think of anything. Any ideas, Reese? Didn't think so. Right, come on. So I've got two of these. The first one, this one was £2,500. The other one, which isn't quite as good as this, was £1,000. But we're going to value them in exactly the same price. All right? Okay. It's like a coffin. No wonder this thing was 608 miles per gallon. All the way to London. So this is my Ford Fiesta, which I bought off my very good friend, Sam Hard. And there is something extremely special about this car. Ready, Reese?
Yeah. Wow.
Can't see in there. All I can tell you right now is this costs £60,000 when it was converted. Can't tell you what it is, but all I want to say right now is it cost us £2,500. And it's going to be worth, for this video, £2,500. This will be an epic video.
Why is it parked backwards?
Can't tell you. Right, this is our newest purchase, a street legal go-kart. Yep, it's got a V5 and we can use it on the road. So this was imported from Japan. Now apparently it's a Mario Kart and you can hire them by the hour. 50cc engine. But like I say, this is road legal. I can literally drive this to work, but not on the motorway. Slow.
Have you heard the horn?
Cost me £2,500 for this video. I'm going to put it down as £2,500. But imagine the fun we're going to have out of this when it goes really fast. This is my 2007 Ford Focus ST. Now there's a story behind this one and you can check the video out after this. We bought this car and took it to a racetrack. We took some bits off to save weight and we added some bits on to make it go faster. And we succeeded. We changed the brake fluid to a .5, so basically it's a hotter temperature so it doesn't boil as easy. We also changed the wheels and we put some racing tyres on. We also fitted this bucket seat and we stripped absolutely everything out of it to save weight, which makes you go faster. So the video was to make a race car for £5,000 and we came under budget at about £4,000. For the value of this video, we're going to put it down as £4,000 and there's a lot of fun to be had and hopefully make some YouTube videos this summer. A really great addition to the collection this year was this Audi S8. And why? Because we went to the Nürburgring twice in it and got home. So I bought this car for an Auto Alex challenge where I had to spend £5,000 on a V10. Now, I couldn't get one for £5,000. She was a little bit over budget, so I had to sell a few parts, but it worked. And it's done 166,000 miles, ish.
How'd you know that?
Because I checked it out on Car Vertical. So as you can see, clearly see, got a little bit of a roll back there. Oh, more bad news. It's been crashed.
Was it you?
And this time it wasn't me. But it is still a great car. If I had have done my research and used Car Vertical, I may have walked away, or I could have got a better deal with the information I now know. But if you were to check a car you're looking to buy and it came back like this, you know this car has no dodgy history. So this is a really great tool when you're looking to buy a car. So if you want to save money on your next check, you can use my discount code MARK to save yourself some money on that search, and the link is in the description below. Thank you Car Vertical for sponsoring another of our videos. Go check them out. what a car for £5,000. I am going to put all this car back together and sell it again. So it's worth 5 grand. So if you want it, Instagram, Mark McCann 64, and she's yours. It's hard to believe that the BMW M3 E92 is 15 years old, but this car, absolutely amazing for so many reasons. Burnouts, drifting, school run, shopping, work. This car does everything. 414 brake horsepower, manual V8 coupe, a perfect car. Now, it's outside. Bit of an issue, but blame the council. They won't let me build any garages, so unfortunately cars like this have to stop outside. But what has happened to the value of this car is very interesting. Now, I paid £21,000 for this. Last year we valued it at 25. Now, from what Auto Trader and Piston Heads are saying, I think this may be back to 21. Makes no sense. M3's becoming less available. Great car, fantastic investment. For some reason, cars like this have started to drop in value. Obviously must be the economy, but what does that mean? Do you panic and sell? No, you buy. Now's a good time. So these are my 3 French hot hatch classics, which I'm a big fan of, and they've made a tidy profit in just 1 year and they haven't even moved. Peugeot 205 1.9 GTI. Now what a car. When I was 17, this is what I wanted but couldn't afford and definitely could not insure. Now I paid £7,000 for this. Last year we valued this at 18. Right now this has got to be worth 20 grand at least. Good profit, and like I say, hasn't moved an inch. Renault 5 GT Turbo, the absolute arch nemesis to the Peugeot 205. Now I bought this for £5,000 and last year we valued this at 15. Right now this is worth 20 grand at least, and what a great car to have in the collection. Ugly as, but beautiful at the same time. And then the Clio V6, a great car to have in a collection, and this has done the best profit. Now, I paid £26,000 for this. Last year we valued it at 35. Right now, without a doubt, this is worth 45 grand. The cheapest one on Piston Heads right now is £55,000, and it's not as nice as this. So these 3 cars have raised in value 17 grand, and like I say, they haven't even moved a millimetre. Really happy with that. So next, maybe the best car to drive ever made, and that is a big statement. The E46 M3 is very special, but let me explain exactly why. Now this car can do everything. Back in the day and also now, you can daily drive it, you can take the kids to school, you can go drifting, and you can look cool. What you need to remember is this car is 22 years old and it's got a 0 to 60 of 4.6 seconds. So it was a rocket ship back then, and really it still is even now. Now there's many reasons why this car is collectible, but the main reason is it's a manual. This was way better than the DCT automatic. It's got low miles and it's the coupe version. Now, what is this worth? I paid £23,000 for this, and last year we valued it at 28 grand. Unbelievably, I think this car has actually lost money, probably as much as £2,000, which I have no idea why. Maybe it's the economy, I'm not sure, but I didn't think I'd ever say that. So yeah, this one has seen a loss. This is a 2008 Audi R8. Now we bought this for a video we made earlier in the year. Now, I'd had Gallardos, I've had quite a few of them, and I don't remember them ever being as good as what this car is. This has different exhaust and it has some sort of kit on it to make it faster, but my God, what a car. Probably this was a bit off my radar because I already had the Gallardo, but I had no idea how special it is. We bought this car because I wanted to turn it into an off-road supercar, which I was able to jump, and then Lamborghini brought out the Sterrato. So right now, my friend has this, Chris Slicks, he's revamping it, putting it back to its former beauty, and hopefully he's going to buy it. So I paid £26,000 for this, but Chris is going to restore it back to being even better than when I got it. So for now, we're going to value it at 26 grand, but fingers crossed, Chris will buy it himself.
This is my 1964 Ferrari and Affordable 10, also known as a Fiat 500.
I'm going to get the letter, aren't I? Don't say the word Ferrari in this house.
What's special about it?
It's 22 horsepower and it will do 0 to 60 off a cliff.
This is 36,000 miles from new, suicide doors and transformable roof. What else is it?
64 gumballs.
So I paid £28,000 for this at Iconic Auctions a couple of weeks ago. Now some people say that was too much money.
Yes, it was.
But there was 3 people bidding on it, so 3 people in the world think that this car is worth that money. And it's an appreciating asset. It's always going to go up in value eventually, but for this we're going to put it down, it's worth 23 grand. Everyone happy with that, or still bad comments?
Nice loss. Freshly restored.
Whoa, she's a runner.
What?
Well, tell them, explain what it is and how much fun it is.
Nope.
Why not?
I want to keep it a secret.
Right, next car. Now these 2 cars are probably the cars I use the most. I do use both of these as a daily to go to work, not at the same time. Both special editions, both black and yellow, and both a very modern car and a little bit of a hot hatch. Beautiful Mercedes A45 Yellow Night Edition. Now this cost me 35 grand. Now really disappointingly, I reckon this now is worth 25 grand. But a Clio RS18. Now this is a very low numbered car and it has a plaque. Now that badge makes all the difference. Simple supply and demand. This cost me £18,000. Last year we valued it at that, and now it's still worth the same, which is amazing. A modern day car which you can use every day and it doesn't lose money. Happy days. The Escort Cosworth, can you just zoom out a little bit? There's a reason it looks like this. It is going to be refurbished this winter, so it'll look amazing. Now this car is a fantastic one for anyone's collection. So why are these so rare? Now the first reason is they got crashed a hell of a lot. And the bigger problem, back in the day, they were always stolen. So how much has this car made? Well, the big factor is it's only done 26,000 miles. Now I paid 36 grand and last year we valued it at 50. Right now, the cheapest one is 55, way more miles than this. The most expensive, 90. So I reckon this has increased by at least £20,000 in 365 days. Thank you. So the Sabre CVRT tank. Now this is road legal. I can drive this down the road today because I have passed my H licence. But what's happened to the value of these is really, really interesting. And it's not a good reason. Now I paid £40,000 for this, and what's happened to the value is pretty sad really. Now because of everybody fighting, Ukraine are trying to buy all of these now. This was 40 grand like I say, right now it's probably worth about 70 because they're buying everything they can get their hands on. Real situation, but that's what's happening. Now it's time to get into the serious cars. Plus, later on this video, I'm going to be taking delivery of one of my dream cars. The next car is the amazing brand new BMW M2. Now we all know M Sport is very popular, and why? Price, looks, very reliable, but the main reason is amazing performance. 460 horsepower. This is a 3-litre twin turbo engine, which is exactly the same one as what's in the M3 and the M4. Now obviously this is smaller, lighter, so would be faster. So what do they do in Germany? They detune it. Sports, lap timer, launch control, adaptive traction control, limited slip diff on the rear, and a stiffened chassis. These guys mean business. But the most impressive thing is if you put this car on the scales, it is exactly 50-50 weight distribution to the kilo. Jane loves this car, it's a new daily. She's already done 2,000 miles, and to be fair, we haven't actually had it that long. Love this dash, beautiful. Love these red toggles, and these seats are really, really nice. But they do an upgraded seat, carbon back, for £7,000. That's Lamborghini extra money, that's ridiculous. So, the plan to this car is to mod it. So we're gonna get it to Deutsche Tech, put some carbon parts on it, and if you've got any other ideas, drop us a comment, because next year, you're gonna have the chance to win this car in a raffle. So this car was a lot of money, it was £67,000. And what is it worth now? It was a new car, and it's a BMW, and it's not a special edition particularly. So we're gonna have to put it down as 60 grand, ouch. A Lotus Emira, striking design, and because it's a first edition, it comes with every extra. British engineering at its finest, and it's built in a state-of-the-art production facility in Norfolk. Do you know what Norfolk's famous for?
Mustard.
Nope. Alan Partridge, much better than mustard.
Doesn't like to stand for lots of trouble, usually serious.
0 to 60, 4.2 seconds. Top speed 180 miles per hour. For the money, this is a fast car. This is nice now. I love the seats, love the way it looks. Very, very modern looking. Flat bottom steering wheel. This is good. The only downside is I just can't see it holding its value, but it's a fraction of the cost of what it looks like. It looks like a full-on for Lotus. That going to get me into trouble?
I can say it, Ferrari.
So value, this is a difficult one. I paid 85 grand for it. I don't know, I bought it because I love it and I bought it because I wanted to use it, not as a collectible investment. Right now, not good news, still on delivery mileage. 10 grand loss, 75 grand. Not great. One of the most ridiculous cars I've got is this, a Lamborghini Gallardo GT3. Now this was a 2013 car which was raced by De Grassa, and it was actually made by a very, very special racing company called Reiter Engineering. So this car was hand built originally and cost £350,000. Now I bought it for 100 grand and last year we valued it at exactly that. For this year, we're going to do exactly the same, 100 grand again, but I reckon when we spend probably 20-30 grand getting it road legal, I think it's going to be worth way more. One of my favourite cars, the Brabus 850 GLE Coupe. Now, the best thing about this car is the sound, and it actually has two settings, loud and even more f***ing loud. Ready?
Yeah.
V8 twin turbo tuned by Brabus. This is 850 brake horsepower. It's a family passion wagon which does 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds and a top speed on the way to school of 200 miles per hour. Proper car. So this car is very, very special and very, very rare. Now new, this car was £250,000. I paid 120 and last year we valued it at 200 grand. Unfortunately, due to Brexit and our failing economy, the Brabus is only worth now around 170k. I'm really lucky to have these four beautiful cars, and last year we valued all of these at 900 grand. Now, a few things have happened, some of them have stopped still, but that one there, the Ford RS200, has rocketed in value. Now I paid £207,000. We valued it last year at 280. This year, one has sold 2 weeks ago, an Evo version for £486,000. So I think profit across the four, we can easily say there's another 100 grand in there, so up to about £1 million for these four. Good times. If you want to see more in depth on all of these four cars, look back at last year's video where we go through them properly. This is a really cool vehicle and we've never really shown it properly, but let me show some amazing features. Loads of storage, but what's really smart with this one is it's all underneath and heated, so nothing freezes, and it's always clean and dry. And inside here, a massive workshop where when you're racing, it's really important because you've got all the mod cons and tools to get the job done and hopefully win. Retractable step for those who are vertically challenged. Hi Jane. That retractable side makes it really big in here. Shoes off in here. We're really lucky to have this and our family really enjoy our time in this because it's more comfortable than our actual house. Senna's bed, that's for when she falls out. This is where the magic happens. No, that's for when I'm nervous, when I'm racing. That gets used a lot at the weekends. And this is the best bit, Jane's favourite bit, a dishwasher, which is crazy. Oh geez. That's been in there a while. Like I said, we're super lucky to have this. Now, what is it worth? Paid £250,000. Because of what's happened and people wanting to go on holiday in the UK, this is now worth £280,000, an increase of 30 grand. And why? Mainly because it's beautiful and it's got a 2-year waiting list. So you just cannot buy one. You have to buy one secondhand. The Lamborghini Sterrato 610 horsepower V10 5.2 litre engine. Very much the same as all the other Huracans, apart from this one, 44 millimeters higher. Maybe, just maybe, the best car ever made. It's definitely Lamborghini's best car. It's astonishing what we have put this car through, and it doesn't break.
Let's take a look at that front bumper. Is that meant to look like that?
We raced this around the track and it nearly beat a full-blown rally car. Lamborghini. Come on.
Woo!
It sounds epic and it jumps like a kangaroo, and I still have whiplash to this day. That's a true story. It was worth every bit of pain, and judging by the comments, you enjoyed it too. I cannot wait to the spring to see what this car can do on that track. Now, big question, what's it worth? Interestingly, when I bought this car, everybody thought it was ugly and it was going to lose a load of money. It cost me £250,000 and it was a worry. Right now there's 3 for sale, 2 at 320 and 1 at 360. Off-road supercars is definitely proper on trend. So let's value this car at
150?
320.
You're dreaming. For a crash damaged one.
It's not though, is it? The Lamborghini Urus Performante. This is the sporty version of the ultimate family car. It's a big car, but my God, it's beautiful. This exposed bonnet is absolutely amazing, and it is only on the Performante version. Carbon roof, carbon everywhere, but that was because this one was a 4 spec. I had no choice. It was the first car into the country. They told me what extras I was having. Absolutely beautiful seats, red door handles, quilted Alcantara, massage seats, B&O sound system which pops out of the dash, heated steering wheel.
It really is double glazed.
And the tech inside this car is next level.
Bot. Flower. Put the cat. Due to legal reasons I am not allowed to say this name out loud, out of fear of a lawsuit, but it's shite.
How rude. So last year we talked about this on the car collection, but we didn't actually have it. So when I picked it up, we did a video on it and we got offered £70,000 over list. Now, how the world has changed. Right now it's down to £20,000 over list. Still a profit, fantastic, but it's devalued £50,000 in about 6 months. Should we do a sound test?
Yes, sir.
Oh, do you hear that?
Is it broke?
Next up is the extremely beautiful Lamborghini Huracan STO 5.2 litre V10 610 brake horsepower of rear-wheel drive magic. Everything about this car is racetrack. It's got 75% carbon body panels and different to every other Huracan. Racing seats, all sorts of telemetry, cameras, roll cage, it has the lot. But the most impressive thing is this. That is special thin glass, just for weight saving. That's how much they want this thing to go fast. So last year we valued this amazing car at £310,000, whilst it actually cost me 280. So we were up 30 grand. Obviously the world's fell apart now, and the cheapest one on piston heads is 290. So we're gonna value this down at 280. That's 30 grand less than this time last year. But obviously in life you cannot win them all. The aerodynamics of the wing, this amazing swan neck spoiler, you can fist your exhaust, centre locking wheel nuts, and one of the craziest bonnets on a production car. This has to be one of the best looking Lamborghinis they have ever made, and I think up there with the 25th anniversary Lamborghini Countach.
Big claim.
It is, but this will stand the test of time. It is beautiful. It's not as beautiful as Jane.
Or Mark's mum.
My beloved RX-43, and now obviously this car is exceptional, but one thing which I really enjoy, it does 0 to 60 in 1.8 seconds. So this car has done Gymkhana, Gymkhana Grid, a WRC Rally, and obviously the big one, it was in the Dubai Gymkhana. So this is the one which has got the cheetah sat in the seat. This video is all about valuing this car collection, and this car is a sensitive situation for obvious reasons. Now, I paid £350,000 for this way before the tragic accident of Ken. I love this car, absolutely adore it, and it is not for sale. Last year we valued it at 1 million, but at Goodwood, face to face this year, I got offered £3 million. It's not for sale. I love the car. I'm going to enjoy it, and I want all you lot to enjoy it too. So for this video, like I say, 3 mil. Next up is my pride and joy. I'm so lucky to have this. It's my dream car. It is the Aventador SVJ. I've done about 5,000 miles in this car this year, and 3,000 of them was a very, very special week called Gumball. The reason that sounded so insane was because of this. Ow. The Deutschtech DTX exhaust system, which throws flames out about that far. It is mental noisy. Love it. The other modifications we did for this amazing rally was the roof box to store our clothes in, and the light bar to make it lighter.
Don't know, but are they self-tappers?
Fixed properly. That's never coming off. It can't ever come off. Sounds like my knees. Sounds like your mum's bed. Now this car cost me £380,000 and that was 4 years ago. Now last year it was worth 340 grand. Now the market has gone mad. In America, these are worth $1 million. Now they're rising fast in the UK. Right now, the cheapest one you can buy is £420,000. So that's 80 grand more than what we valued this at last year. So I'm going to value this at £400,000. That's 60 grand more than this time last year. So I've used it for 5,000 miles and it keeps going up. And next year, it will go up the same amount again. Great investment, only 900 made. And they're very, very rare and amazing. The legendary C63 Black Series. The white one is a two-seater version, which is my favourite. It's got 17,000 miles on because I used to daily this car. The black one, four-seater version, has only done 3,000 miles from new. So the Black Series was £110,000. That's 45 grand more than the normal C63. And they both have a 510 brake horsepower, 6.2 litre V8 engine. Identical. This was 45 grand more. So, not many people spent the extra money and that's why there is so few of these cars about.
You got two of them.
I'm very, very lucky. Beautiful, beautiful cars. Last year we valued this at 140 and this at 160. Well, without a doubt, they've done 10 grand more. So we're going to put this down at 150 and that at 170. And trust me, these cars are only just going to keep going up. Next up is the Revuelto, which is the big boy scissor opening door model of my favourite brand, Lamborghini. So now this is the replacement for the Aventador, which is amazingly 12 years old. So the Aventador was the last of the V12 engine. So with the Revuelto, they've changed it to the same V12 engine. 814 horsepower this time with 187 as a battery extra, which smashes the barrier of the 1000 horsepower by 1001 horsepower together. One big change on this car is it's gone to the DCT clutch, which is a dual clutch, which we've seen on the Huracan. So it's going to make it hyper smooth, and it's even got electric motors to push it in between those gear changes. And that is the big worry for me. Are we going to lose the soul and the rawness and the aggressiveness and the bang of that gear change? And I think we definitely are, which might be a bit of a shame. This car is by far the most expensive car I've ever bought, and it actually cost me more than my house. You can watch a video of us actually speccing the car, and it came to, with all the ridiculously priced extras, £486,000. I haven't got this car yet, it comes in March, but stay tuned because when we do get it, we will be doing obviously a special test on it. But what is great about today is in a few hours I'm going to be taking delivery of that special car we talked about, which is 40 years old and faster than a 1000 brake horsepower modern car. So the time is here to finally take delivery of one of my all-time dream cars. It's a big day, this is. I think I've waited about 20 years for this. But don't expect me to start jumping up and down like some YouTubers again, because
crying.
That's not my style. So I've dreamt of this day for 20 years, and that sounds so cliche, but it's the truth. So I'm into my racing, this is what I live for, and this is the ultimate race car for me. It's a genuine, actual Group B rally car. My dream, the Metro 6R4.
What is that?
It'd be interesting to know what everyone else thinks of it. I love it. Not sure about Jane, but yeah, drop us a comment. This to me is the
Ultimate what box?
You have no idea. Shut up. So Group B rallying back in the 80s was as extreme as it got, and it was that extreme that they got banned. Now, to give you some sort of an idea, this car there, that is faster than a LaFerrari. 0 to 60, that would sprint faster than a £3 million supercar. True story. Carbon fibre, whatever the minimum is, and just a steering wheel. All it was about was going fast, jumping sideways, and it's the crowds. We need to put some clips in of this going through the crowds, because that's part of the reason it was so dangerous, because when they crashed, they killed people. Usually people who went there just to watch with their sandwiches. You have a seat, an engine, and a fuel tank. So basically, you and a bomb. Now this is the actual rally car that it was. This wasn't part of the 200 to make it work and to qualify. This is an actual rally car, and that's why it's so special. And I actually part exchanged the red RS 200 and some money to end up with my dream car. Can't wait for Jane to see this.
It's just a shopping trolley with a flipping snowplow on the front, isn't it?
That does look like a shopping
Of
trolley.
course it does.
Hang on, it's like going shopping. Go to the middle.
Jesus, it's awful.
Do you reckon to that?
Dear Lord, it looks even worse with that all. Am I allowed to ask how much?
No, it's probably best you don't know. Let's get through Christmas.
It was £1. But when you take it back, you get the pound back.
I'd like a disclaimer to say that she gets the stupidness from you.
Take your feet off now.
I love your Peugeot. I love your RS200, but that needs to be part exchanged against something else.
Family approved.
Yeah, loved it. Okay, so what did this car cost? Basically, they valued my RS200 as a Part X at 250, and then I gave an extra £70,000. So in theory, this is a 320 car. The only good thing is the RS200 I only paid 205 for, so I actually made 45 grand on that. So, but one thing I can guarantee, when we do a follow-up to this video this time next year, this will 100% be worth more money, and I think significantly more money. So this is how much I spent in 2023, so let's go revisit all the other cars. In last year's video, my car collection was valued at £3,652,900, but fast forward 1 year and my collection is now worth a staggering £7.5 million, which is an increase of nearly 4 million quid. Wow. But if you do want to see some of those cars, Bank Holiday Monday, the 26th of August, we're going to be doing a soapbox race and a car show. Hopefully see you there. See you next time, 6 PM.